Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. Brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so... What's there to complain about?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway. Everything's clean in here. It's just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. I can't open it without a code. I can't open it without a code.
Lieutenant?
How old are you?
The fuck does it matter to you? Older than you, though. And the rest you can find in my file. Cool, moving on.
I want to know about your childhood.
You really want to know about my childhood? Sure, yeah, why not? My dad was never around. He was either on the front or doing drills. My mother, though, she was stationed here in Ophir. So we lived in a guard outpost in the slums where she worked. Never expected to make more of myself than become a soldier. I fought a lot as a kid. Had my share of girls. My home life was pretty strict, so I tried to toe the line. Mostly because when I fucked up, I never got off easy.
So when'd you join?
5 years ago. Time fucking flies, don't it? It was in 126. My parents were beaming with pride. Pride that's faded when, after all this time, I'm still just a fucking private.
This must be a tape of his parents. His damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here, and the names of every single person we saw together. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way.
No i że nie muszę zapierdalać buta.
So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
I don't want your blood on my hands, David. But I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Nie będę mordować jakąś... Ja to nie, po prostu mnie wolą jak on. A ci skajbyty? KBP? Kurwa, czy jak to się czyta? To nie są wcale ludzie, którzy lubią jak się im omawia. Ja bym się nawet nie dziwił, jakby wyszło, że oni zabili jego siostry, Davida. Dobra, do Wielkiego Mistrza i Wielki Mistrz ma dla mnie 2 questy, to widziałem. Nie ma jakichś powodów? No nie. Oż kurde, ja biegnę. Jest zlikwidowany i jakieś zadanie mam. Abyście mi dali lepszy pancerz Technomancera, to byś nie...
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I found the mole. David Ward was running lines for the ASC.
In these times, spies are everywhere. They used to be like rats, but now bear more resemblance to cockroaches. Should you see one, you can be certain 100 more reside in the walls, each placed there while their arms were twisted by the ASC. So, what happened with this Ward?
I couldn't find it in myself to kill him, so I released him and let him run, like a rat. And I would assume he's still running, and we'll never see him in Ophir again.
The full blame cannot be cast on him. There are few who the ASC cannot bend to their will. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully this soldier is gone for good and does not find himself arrested before he should escape.
No właśnie, to jest zostałem nowego. I poziom z talentem. Dobra, idę trochę w łotrzyka. A już to mam. No i ładnie to wygląda. Zostawię sobie to założę później. Wróć do kapitan. Misje niepozwolone nie są dostępne, ale też przecież się wykonałem. Jakieś misje poboczne? No chyba nie. To będziemy na kapitan. Na koniec rozdziału będzie. Tak to jest, jak się biegnie na ślepo, to się spierdoli w murek. Zanim pogadamy z kapitan, to ja zrobię sobie chwilę przerwy. Minutka 3 i zaraz jestem tu. Dobra, kinę się dość tu. Dobra, niech to ja powiem na szybką przerwę i dalej. Dobra, no to minuta serii po prostu była tutaj. Może będzie można przeskoczyć. Dam adnotację, że od 11 do były tam 12 minuty, nic się nie dzieje. Dobra, kapitan jest. Kapitan.
Lieutenant, I was told Dave Ward has gone AWOL. Any idea where he is?
Sorry, Cap, I haven't got the slightest clue.
I see. This is bad. I have no choice but to declare him a deserter. I'm afraid there'll be gossip that you can't earn the respect of your men, and the Army's reputation will take another hit. I warned you to keep your head down, Lieutenant. Don't know what you did, but Colonel Victor was having you tailed during your missions, and now he's got a shitload to say about it, and none of it's good. I tried defending you, but the things he's saying... According to the Colonel, the level of violence you're bringing is making it difficult for the mutants to accomplish their repair work. I know it sounds absurd to reason with them instead, but we need them, and your tactics are slowing our progress.
Captain, the only force I've ever used is reasonable. Sure, I shook a few down to make a point, but they were still on their feet when I was done with them.
That's not what I've heard, Lieutenant. The more one lies, the deeper the pit they dig themselves. You following me? I suggest you take a different tact with the Colonel. Victor also states you voluntarily jeopardized the lives of the officials you were charged with protecting. Want to explain that?
How do I explain something that's not... If I put those officials' lives in more danger, I'd have been risking my men's lives and mine as well. Why would I do that?
And the claims that you've been hiding vital intel for the sole benefit of your fellow Technomancers. Like an important research site on the shadow path of Aurora that didn't even register a line item in your reports?
Captain, the only thing I've ever done is accomplish the missions you gave me. Nothing more, nothing less. Never concealed anything, or had any other interest but abundances at the forefront. This is unfair.
Thought I knew you, Lieutenant. Not so sure anymore. Don't like these stories one bit. And the list of accusations and the details is long. Like your report on the deserters. Less truth than lies. Almost more lies than ink. Never would have expected it from you, Lieutenant. You flat out lied about Bulgakov. I can tolerate failure, Lieutenant, but lies are inexcusable. Do you take me for an idiot?
Przeszkadzałem go aresztować. Wait, kurwa.
What do I say, Captain? I don't see a damn bit of evidence for anything he's claiming I did. I fulfilled my missions. That's it. What the hell is he after? What's his endgame? Do you want me to work for him and not you? What is it, and how the hell are you buying into it?
Watch your tone with me. That paranoia and conspiracy bullshit you're spouting will sink you. Colonel's a patriot to abundance, like me. You act suspicious, and you want to cast the shadow of doubt back to your superiors? Think that's gonna work, Lieutenant? Unfortunately, he's already called you in, and I can't stop it. All I can tell you is watch your mouth. Behave like the soldier you've been since you joined my company, and you'll come out just fine. I'll plead in your favor if it comes down to that. Let's just hope it doesn't. Get going. Colonel's waiting. Good luck.
Co za kurwy mać? Ja tam dwóm pobiłem, dwóch kurwa przekonałem siłą argumentów. What the fucking going up? Tu się odpierdala.
There he is.
Zachariah, I was scared we were too late.
For what? What's going on?
There's no time to talk about it. You're in danger. Victor called you in, didn't he?
Yeah, wants to talk to me about...
No, he doesn't. It's a trap. It's just an excuse to get you there so they can arrest you. They will do whatever necessary to make you talk. I don't know what you Technomancers are hiding, but he's ready to do anything to find out.
He's got power, but he wouldn't...
Zach, listen to the girl. You stay away from that man. The crook, the pig.
Thanks, Scott. You need to listen to us, Zachariah. I know it's hard to hear, but if you stay here, you're gonna die.
Where would I even...
We take a rover and go. The town's filled with ASC looking for you now, but I know a road that'll help us avoid most of the troops.
Let's go, Zach. We need to go with the girl. No time to waste before that madman gets his hands on you. Now!
To cóż! Ja się kurwa cieszę, że zrobiłem że mam pokojowe kurwa przyjazne stosunki z tym krawieczkami. Teraz mi tak kurwa w twarz. Tak nie zrobiłem wcześniej. Czekaj, okazji. Okamika! Aż tak okna. Aha. Nie morduje nikogo, tylko spierdala w podskokach. Ja pierdzielę.
Looks like Victor knew you were on the way out. His men are everywhere. It's gonna be real hard to get out.
Obejdzie, spierdalam z buta. Ja pitole. Wariat! Czekam. Pomyliłem. Cieszę się, że mam dobre stosunki z grabieżcami.
question you or yours. I know Amelia.
Ja pitole. No zabieraj, tu jeden.
For the last time, we're not here to damage the equipment. We're here to stop a terrorist. So get out of the way, now!
Damn it. They're already here.
Who the fuck do you think you are? It's my warehouse, you prick. If there was a terrorist here, I'm pretty sure I'd have seen his ass lurking around. So you're gonna... Hey! Make yourself at home.
Lieutenant, sorry to ruin the surprise, but your little mission ends here. Stop the traitor!
O skurna! Jeffrey, really? Pierdalam! Moment, szybka.
No! Don't kill him!
You are driving. Get us out of Ophir now.
Fine. Everyone in the rover.
Nie będę go zabijać. Spoko, gościu. Tylko do pełni i temu ma problem. Rozkaz to rozkaz.
You okay, Zach?
In one day, I find out Victor used everything I did as an officer against me, and I end up chased by my own people. Then one of my own soldiers turns out to be ASC, and I get involved in the armed robbery of a rover owned by my childhood corporation. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Misha.
Surely the young lady would not be taking us to an imaginary city. I mean, rovers are amazing machines, but certainly they cannot transport one beyond the bounds of reality and reason. I am not keen on leaving Abundance.
Noctis is an amazing city, Scott. It's as real as Ophir, but more amazing than anything you've ever seen before.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Full of fairies and balderdash.
Listen, Amelia, I'm sorry things went down the way they did. We didn't have a choice, though. The ASC after us and not a lot of time. Thanks for taking us wherever it is we're going.
Thanks for the thanks, but it doesn't change the fact I still want to see your asshole head on a stake at some point.
No super! Ona też mi życzy śmierć.
Shit, look what that stupid creature did to my baby! The engine's fucked! I don't know how to repair this. You didn't even leave me spare parts. You really...
An ostrich. No doubt about it, it's a wild ostrich. Look, you see the spikes on its back? Unfortunately, the poor animal died, but I'm almost sure that...
Well, according to the sky, we don't have much time before sunrise. Fortunately, we're not very far away. We better get a move on.
It's a pretty good idea, because, as I was about to tell you, these creatures are social. They rarely travel alone. We might find ourselves in the middle of a herd, and an angry ostrich can be very dangerous.
Very good. Want to guide us, Nisha? And Amelia, leave that rover alone. As you said, you won't be able to fix it. And if you stay, you'll die.
Isn't that what that bitch wanted? That I die? I hate you all.
Stop it. We never wanted you to die. We need you. I know that you love that machine, but there's no time to cry over it. Come on.
Dobra, biegniemy. O, ja pierdolę, tam nie idę. Mam 5 godzin do świtu tylko. Ni hu, nie walczę. Pierdziela do notik jak najszybciej. No oficera jest praktycznie bez... Ni hu, spierdalam. Tej historii jest praktycznie podobna jak w Marsie. W Marsie akurat było tak, że byliśmy Technomancerem, ale wygnany za zdradę. Zostaliśmy wygnanym i jednocześnie zamknięci w obozie resocjalizacyjnym czy coś w tym stylu. Dobrze, że tu się nie trzeba bić, tylko wystarczy zapierdzielać na przód. Jest gites. Jak będę mógł po nocy tu wyjechać, to chętnie to zrobię. Ale tak to nie mam zamiaru. Wiem, że jest zamknięte miejsce. Dobra, jednak zmieniam zdanie. Świetnie. Zobacz, co tu jest, bo to wygląda jak coś... Zapach, czy inne doperalstwo miało być. Ja chodzę i popierduję cię. O! No właśnie! Artefakt. Jak być idiotą i znaleźć przypadek artefakt? Nie, to jest przejście. A, tu będzie artefakt. Dobra, walić. Znaczy, powinienem móc jeszcze pobiegać po tej okolicy ostateczności. Mam nadzieję. Bo nie mam zamiaru tego... To jest brama 12? No to spoko, że muszę się jeszcze napieprzać. No dawaj, 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 gdzie ty jesteś? Kurde, tak. Amelia gdzie jest? Cikarawa. Sej. Ja pierdolę, jakie nazwa. W dziwnym miejscu to, ale... Coś, że...
No, they're trying to open the roof. You, up there! Stop! Stop! It's Nisha! Listen to me! Stop! We'll take care of the creatures!
I'm sorry, Nisha. I didn't... I'm stopping right now. But I'll only be able to open the doors for you once the area is completely secured.
No i git! Trochę ich, kurde, przysiątkowałem. Ty kurwa, nie bij mnie. O, jaki dole. Jak biją! Pominki.
Here we are. They can get us access now.
If I weren't one to be wary of all corporate rejects, I might be elated. You feel
Nie ma wata, ja tego tak nie zostawię.
we are about to enter
Tyle serum to ja nie zostawię.
city.
Outcasts. Get used to it, old pal. That's us too now.
Nisha, I'm so glad to see you. We were starting to get worried about you. The news from Ophir sounded a little chaotic. You look healthy.
Worried? About me? Give me some credit. Let me introduce you to Zachariah Mancer. He's the reason why I'm here.
Look at that. The Technomancer who saved us from the Vori. Interesting. Very interesting. Happy to see you again. Now I understand why the Prince was insistent. He'll want to see you as soon as possible.
The prince?
Dandolo. He rules our city. If I were you, I wouldn't keep him waiting. He loses patience quickly. There's nothing like fresh news for him to be on pins and needles. But don't worry. He's a charming man. And he loves Nisha.
Very well. I'll go see him.
Happy to see you in one piece, Zachariah.
Egg? I feel like I got ripped off.
Apologies, we were forced to improvise. Playing a simpleton is a great way to avoid attention when you are a mutant. You can go see the prince now, but come back later. There's something I would like to discuss. I will be near the sand sails.
Wait a... Your name's Andrew, isn't it? We went to the academy together. Didn't we... I overheard you talking to Master Connor after I brought him to meet you.
I guess you overheard. Very well. Come find me once you've met with the prince. We'll talk about it. Go now. Don't keep him waiting.
Powiem tak, ja pitole. A, czy czymś takim nie lata.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. I apologize once again for having to play this role in front of you, but the situation was a difficult one, and I could not risk blowing my cover.
I understand. You're one of Dandolo's spies too?
No, I work for my people, even if Dandolo was a precious ally. I was in Ophir to plan an escape, but it was not exactly what I wanted to tell you about. I would like to offer you my services.
You're also a mercenary?
No, I am not interested in serum, and a Technomancer ally, yes. It is rare for mutants to know someone with your talents, so if you need a hand or any information, you know where to find me. And maybe I will ask for your services once in a while.
All right.
Ty, kurde, jeszcze pogubiłem, gdzie mam biec.
Can't go through here.
Aha. No to super. Przetrąci go jeszcze za oczy, tylko cięcia. Jakie to wielkie! Jak ja się tu nie pogubię, to będzie kurde cud. Co do nędzy tu drzewo rośnie? Na przykład pamiętam. Tu jestem. Wiem, jak to działa. Czemu to wskazuje? Ja pierdolę, gdzie on siedzi?
Check the leading against me. Ah, and here comes the rare pearl, the diamond in the rough that my Nisha tells me about. Come, young man.
Zachariah. Was a lieutenant in Abundance.
Then welcome to Noctus Labyrinthus, Zachariah Mancer, former lieutenant of Abundance. I am Dandolo, head of this fair city.
Legendary city of the merchants. Apparently less legend than I thought. Or been told.
But hopefully as glorious as legends proclaim. Regardless, for all who come seeking asylum, it opens its arms to you and your companions. You are free to call it home. Like all who have come before you, you will honor our only request, that you make yourselves useful to our city. I'm sure your skills will place you in high demand. Noctis's first exciting. You'll have all the help you need with Nisha and Lucky, who I believe you've met. We'll give you a room to get some rest. I hear your trip was quite eventful. There is something else. I would like to personally discuss my expectations of you. You hear? War between Abundance and Aurora's winding down. Aurora took Green Hope.
Just left Ophir a few hours ago and didn't hear anything about that.
That really surprise you? Your little censorship office probably hasn't decided what to do with the information yet. No. Don't look at me like that. You don't belong to Abundance anymore. The truce doesn't behoove us. During peace, the corporations become more suspicious of us and our business suffers. Our city could even be discovered, which would be catastrophic. In legend, it must remain.
What do you...
No, let me speak. Your welcome here comes at a price. I want you to attack an Aurora convoy. It's right up your alley.
And why would I do that?
I didn't finish. You will do it in abundance uniforms, dissolving the truce. Do what you want with the soldiers, but let the civilians live. They need to be witnesses that will report back to Aurora.
So you keep the war going.
Precisely. And while you're at it, bring back the uniforms of the Aurora Technomancers you dispatch. I'm sure I'll find a use for them down the road. Another thing, much more trivial this time, I assure you. The rover you came in on, I'd like you to move it. Put it wherever you want, do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's not in the way in the canyon. I just don't want Ophir to stumble over the machine and, as a result, find the road that leads here.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Oh yes, one last thing. My spies gave me a little tidbit that might interest you. Right after your escape, the ASC arrested your Technomancer brothers. That's what you call them, right? From Ophir. Their fate's uncertain, but if I was you, I'd be worried for them. If you're worried enough to want to help them, maybe we can set up some sand sails to get you back.
And your help comes at what cost? Assuming it's not out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't be so bitter, Zachariah. Business is business, not personal. I just thought a few Technomancers on our side might be useful.
Ja pitole, co tu się stanęło? Podszyk, przewrót. Ja cię pierdzielę. Ja cię pierdzielę, że tych questów.
Hey there.
Hello, I'm Brett, and you are?
Zachariah.
A pleasure then, Zachariah. Are you a hunting enthusiast, a trapper, specialist in local species? Maybe a strong fellow like you might be a mixture of them all.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm none of those things.
Ah, well, my hope got the best of me. I've been looking for someone to aid in my studies. A shame. Sure you're not a hunter, or even someone who'd want to try his hand at it?
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, of course, of course. You see, the focus of my study is the planet's fauna. All the insects and animals brought by the settlers that have since mutated, much like our own mutants, if not in a more spectacular way. Now, I've studied the most well-known of the creatures, of course, but I have heard of much more rare specimens, which I would go to any length to study. It would offer great insight into the animal mutations. Anyone can admire their beauty, but what we need is to understand how they came to be what they are. We need to study their anatomy, but they are, of course, rather dangerous.
So you need a hunter to find them and bring back your specimens. I might be able to help. What are you after?
Well, there is so much. There's a black mole and a shield toad. Also a locust I've named Locusta tempestatus, or more colorfully, the storm locust. It's been spotted in the tunnels beneath Ophir.
No to zajebiście. Ja pitole. Jak wszystko się pozmieniało teraz.
Hey, there you are. Your meeting go well?
As well as hoped. Thanks.
Then let's get down to business. You know who I am. You know my past. You know what little I have left. What are you gonna do about it now is the question. You gonna use what you can against me, or let me carry on with the small life I've managed to build?
I want to help you. What can I do?
Some things can't be healed, Rogue. Like that scar across your face. I'm guessing you got it the day I lost everything. And was reduced to a sad, broken, armless shadow of what I might have been.
Some things can't be healed, but most can be mended, friend. Let me ask around. It might be a long shot, maybe you'll find a new reason to call yourself lucky again. We'll find someone who can lead you back to your gifts. I promise.
I may be bitter, but I'm no less grateful. Thank you, Zachariah. A little show of kindness goes a long way.
Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah. What could...
What really happened with your mother? I must say I didn't understand much. That stone?
My mother was helping me as much as she could to carry out my mission. She would provide me with information, sometimes hide mutants on the run before they could leave the city. She was a wonderful woman, Zach, but someone turned her in. Fiorello heard and raced to get me out with your aid. Though how I yearned to save her, to get to the slums to warn her. But I knew I could not. You, though, could. The stone was a token of recognition. She knew what it meant. If she was turned in, she had to leave as soon as possible. And if she couldn't, the drawing was made with an ink made of jellyfish venom.
But why give her that poison?
I didn't want her to die, Zach. I loved my mother. But I knew what the ASC would do to her in their jail. If they caught her, she needed a way to avoid being tortured.
When did you discover that you were a mutant?
The first symptoms of mutation appeared when I was very young. I must say that I can't really remember very well. My mother noticed them, and she taught me how to hide the marks, even though I think that I didn't know what it meant. She was hoping to keep... I was sent...
Ja pitole. To... Aha.
You, sir, just came at a fortunate time.
I need some information.
Dobra, teraz
If it's about anything you see in here, I'm happy to help. Otherwise...
No to dupa. Muszę poszukać płaszczy. Pełni. A tu idziesz do góry, dobra.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our sins. You came here to wash your soul?
I had something else in mind. I'm looking for some work. Would you happen to have anything for me?
It is the Shadow who has sent you. I am looking for new worship objects for my followers. And there are relics, benign traces of those who used to live in the canyons around the city, in the ruins of splendid cities.
Czyli do niego
I would have
akurat.
gone there myself on my knees as if it were a holy pilgrimage, but that horrible place is teeming with disgusting creatures and ruthless thieves.
You want me to get the relics for you then? All right, I'll see what I can do. Even though I have some doubts regarding those splendid cities, only a few dwellings there.
Czy mogę sobie wyjść, ale to fajnie. Są kapłany. Ja pitole. Dobra, wiecie co, to będzie na tym odcinku. Na razie, cześć.